Hello dear viewers, a very warm welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to have a look at how to inspect car relays and how to pinpoint a defective relay. Relays are electromagnetic switches that are used to control a high current circuit with a small current circuit. For example, when you turn on your headlight, the headlight switch is going to turn on a headlight relay that will control large current flowing to the headlights. The headlight current, it can be somewhere around 20 amperes, but the small current that is going to control the headlight will be around 0.5 ampere. So this is where you use a relay to control a high current circuit with a small current. Now in this video, we are going to have a look at how to pinpoint a problematic relay and what you can do in order to inspect and pinpoint a defective relay. Well, the first thing when you suspect a defective relay, the first thing that you can do is to interchange relays. For example, if your fuel pump is not functioning and there are similar relays in the fuse box, you can replace one relay with the other and see if the fuel pump starts functioning or not. So that is one very simple method. You can swap a similar relay. But if you have a multimeter and if you have a battery supply, you can also check operation of a particular relay. Now, when you look at the terminals of a relay, there are designations. Terminal 86 and terminal 85 are the coil circuits. They are the control circuit. Terminal 87 and terminal 30 are usually the load circuit. So if you are using this for a headlight, for example, the headlight switch will control line 85 and 86, whereas line 30 and 87 will control current passing through the headlight. Now, if you zoom in closely, you can see there are terminals. Terminals are written right here. Right here we have 86. Right here we have 30. And right there you have 85. It's a little bit dirty. Let's clean it with a very sharp rag. Can clean it and check the terminals. This one is actually a 4-point relay. So now it is visible. Right here we have 86, here is 30, here is 85, and right here we have terminal 87. So terminal 86 and 85 are the control circuit. They control the winding. If you look at the internal of a relay, you have this kind of construction. Right here we have an electromagnetic coil that will be supplied with electricity from terminal 85 and 86. On this type of relays, you see the terminals are not even equal. The small circuit pins, they are going to be used as a control circuit, 85 and 86. The larger terminals are going to serve as a load circuit. So when you look at the construction right here, you see when this coil is energized, it will pull the contact point right there and it will make terminal 87 and 30 to have continuity by closing the contact points. Now, how can you inspect operation of this? If you have a multimeter, the best method is to simply measure resistance between the terminals. Place your multimeter on resistance, measure resistance value, and then measure resistance value between terminal 85 and 86. For this particular relay, we're going to measure between those small circuits, those small pins, 85 and 86. There should be resistance reading. Place one on one pin, place the other on the other pin. Now we are reading 63 ohms. This is indicating the resistance of the coil. See, it is nearly 63 ohm. That indicates the coil is functional. If you read open circuit, if you read no continuity between these two terminals, that indicates the coil is interrupted and the relay is no more functional. And you should not be receiving continuity between terminal 30 and terminal 87. Those two larger terminals, there should be no continuity. If there is continuity, it means the contact point is melted together. If there is a short circuit, sometimes it will remain continuous. Now let's go ahead and check continuity between terminal 30 and terminal 87. See, there is no continuity. There is no continuity. But when the coil is energized, you should get continuity between these two terminals. If, when measuring continuity, you find continuity between terminal 30 and terminal 87, that indicates the contact points that are in here are melted together. That is usually what happens when there is a short circuit. When there is very large current, massive current flows through the relay contact points, sometimes it will fuse them together, it will melt together, and the contact points will remain closed. But for this particular case, the contact points are still open, indicating a functional terminal 30 and terminal 87. For every relay, simply measure resistance between terminal 85 and 86, and you should be finding some resistance. For this relay, we are getting 68 ohms, 68 ohms, so indicating the coil is continuous. And for this particular two terminal, terminal 30 and terminal 87, we should be reading no continuity if it is not energized. So you can see there is no continuity. So one method of checking a relay operation is by using a multimeter. The other method of checking a relay for operation is by using a power supply. You can use your car battery for this test. When you connect, you should be hearing clicking sound. When you energize the coil, you should hear a characteristic clicking sound, and when you disconnect, it should click back again. You can test like so. Let's go ahead and do that test. Let's go ahead and use electricity to check whether there is continuity or not. Use your car battery for this test. It's a very simple test. Simply connect one battery terminal to one of the terminals and connect another battery terminal. You can simply touch it, and when you touch it, you should be hearing a clicking noise. Listen closely. See? When you touch, there is a click. When you release, there should be a clicking back. If you look on the other side, because this is an open now, you can see the contact actually engaging. Right there, there is a contact. When I energize it, you can see it moving. See it moving right there. This is a very simple test. All you need to use is your car battery and have terminals that can fit the power supply, 85 and 86. Then simply connect battery supply to 85 and 86, and you should hear a clicking noise. That is one easy method of checking operation of your relay. So by simply supplying power to the control circuit, you can check if relay is functional or not. Once you supply electricity to the terminals, measure continuity between terminal 87 and terminal 30. There should be continuity. Now it is powered, and once it is powered, measure resistance between 87 and measure continuity between terminal 30 and terminal 87. See, 0 ohm indicating continuity. You can put it even on beeping continuity test. See, if the coil is energized and you don't get this beeping from terminal 87 and 30, that indicates the contact is not making good contact. If there is some burned out contact, if there is some arcing that has damaged the surface, you might be getting increased resistance. But for this, we are getting 0 ohms, indicating the contact is in good shape. So this is a very simple method of checking if your relay is functional or not. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you regarding some of the things that you can do in order to inspect if your relay is functional or not. You can use either a multimeter, you can use a battery supply, or if you have a similar relay, you can swap and see if the circuit becomes functional or not. If you find this video helpful and if you like what has been presented, don't forget to smash the like button. If you are new to this channel, do consider subscribing, turn on notifications so that you will be the first to get notified whenever we come up with another video. Until then, stay safe.